guys. It's episode 6. We made it to episode 6, and it's the first time that we're doing this since daylight savings time. So there's just like a lot of sun happening.
There's a lot
now.
of sun happening. We're gonna have to get a curtain.
Yeah, but it's cool if you see that's on the disco ball.
Actually, we don't need to do a curtain because this is the last one we're gonna do here at Possum Farm.
Yeah, we have a lease on a new office at the Bell Street location, and we're gonna move our stuff in there, and we don't have to work out of my house anymore.
Yeah.
So exciting. So, and then also we were talking about building out like a computer for this and making it so that you guys can come down to Bell Street and we'll teach you how to do all this stuff and share it all with you. So that's really cool. I'm stoked about it. I know that my roommate, Ashwin, is going to make a really cool radio show. He's really stressed out about starting it because
it's stressful.
Yeah, making art is hard, and talking to people live is excruciating. Hey, everybody. But you know what? You just start doing it, and then other people love it, and they get inspired, and it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best. So we have a new segment.
What's new with you?
What's new with you?
What's new with you?
Yeah, we just thought that we'd do this segment where we ask, like, what's going on with you. It doesn't have to be art related. It can be anything.
Mm-hmm.
So a couple things that are new with me. I went to go weld today, and my helmet was apparently, my hood was out of batteries. So that was annoying. But then I went to, and then I tried to use
And I learned my welding hood is also out of batteries because she tried to take mine, and it's also dead.
Yeah. So if you don't know
that's what happens apparently when there's a pandemic and you don't weld for a year.
Yeah.
It's all your hoods die. So
yeah, you can't look directly in the weld.
If you too are gonna weld soon on your helmet that's been sitting in storage for over a year,
get batteries.
Bring some batteries with you.
Yeah, and then the other thing I wanted to share.
What do you got?
What's new with you?
What's new with you?
This new book I'm reading.
Ooh,
Towards Collective Liberation, and I'm obsessed with it. I can't stop talking about it. It's so good. It's really dense. Like, look how tiny. It's a lot. But it's really inspiring. It's a lot about the people who started Food Not Bombs and their journey over the last, 30 years. And there's just a lot of good things in there if you want to become a community organizer, or you're already a community organizer, or you just want to know how to be a better leader. Just get this book. What's new with you?
Oh, well, what's new with me? So the main thing is just, as people who've been tuning into this are aware, I'm the education coordinator for the generator.
Oh, yeah, we didn't even introduce ourselves.
We didn't introduce ourselves. Okay. So I'm Alicia, and I'm the K-12 education coordinator for the generator.
I'm Sprocket. I'm the communications director at the generator. And I also am the founder of the flea market.
Right. So for my job, I'm in the process of finishing up this project called the Jenny Box. You've already heard it if you've been tuning in here. And that's kind of, oh, thanks, Micah. Yeah, I've been really hard at work on this, so pretty excited about it. Here it is. It's for kids or whoever, but the suggested age range that we're offering is 5 to 8. It's going to have 8 different activities, and each activity has a coordinating video, which is where we visit someone who is either like a hobbyist or a professional artist, in the content area, because it's 8 different thematic content areas. And then we do an activity based on that content area. But today I filmed Lina Hammond, who is a local artist, and her main medium is soft sculpture. And so she is one of the 3 artists who from Dream Machine who produced the A World of Our Own show that's happening right now at the Potentialist. So tomorrow's actually the last day. So if you want to see it, you got to get in there really quick. Really cool show for all the people who have seen it. We played some stuff about it on here a couple times. So I went to her home studio and filmed her there, and then filmed her at the art show, and it was super fun. And I ran into Leslie, who is part of the collective Animarte, and she's a painter. And we talked about some of the Animarte stuff. So keep an eye out for that too on Instagram. We can link it again.
Animarte is going to be on next week.
Oh, good. Perfect. Yes. So we're going to be telling you all about them, and that's in time before their next event. So they're super great. They're doing really great work in the community. And
Yeah.
Ruby Joe is part of that group, and Orlando, who we've also already interviewed for the show. So really awesome people. We're lucky that they're doing such cool work for our community.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
There's a really cool self-portrait class that Anna Marte is going to put on through Zoom, and you guys should look it up and join because it seems really rad. I think I'm going to do it. Yeah, Leslie was saying she's going to do it with her brother too.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so the other, whatever, a couple things.
Oh, wait, let's go back.
Yeah.
And talk about how people can send things in for What's New With You.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say that. So,
Sorry.
What's New With You? All you have to do is use the hashtag WNWY on Instagram or Facebook, and we'll talk about what's new with you. You know, like Micah, we're talking about what's new with him later in our interview with him. But anybody, like literally anything you're doing, a book you're reading, a new lunch spot you found, like a new park that you really like, just new anything. You know, we just want to highlight what you guys are doing, and we just want to know what's up. So, and if you don't have social media, that's totally chill. Just always, you can send us an email at info@rprfm.org.
Yeah, and if you don't want to make a post, just send an email.
Yeah.
Or send a DM, you know?
Yep.
And we'll put on the list.
Heck
That way, if you want to shout somebody out that you don't want to, like, go, you know, maybe you don't want to do, like, recording a whole segment, which by all means, please do. Record videos of cool new places or whatever that you want to share. But if you don't want to do that, but you do want just us to know what's going on at a place, like at a shop, at a show, whatever, just like a new thing you found that's cool in Reno, just send it over. You can just send an email or a DM.
Yes, please.
It's a really low pressure way to get that out there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always combing, you know, the social media and the interwebs to find the new cool stuff in Reno, but like, we can't find it all. Please let us know, and we'll go there and check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. A couple of new with us things. Oh, well, last week it was kind of like a weird episode because we were both on vacation, which was awesome. But I filmed a couple of things and I played some stuff, but I realized like the audio wasn't great and the internet wasn't good in my Airbnb, so it was just a rough week. So I'm gonna recap some of it now. And part of what's new with me is that I went to Texas last week and I went to this palm sanctuary and it was really cool. It was right on the border of Mexico and Texas. And I made a tiny video, and I'm going to show it to you guys. Doo-doo-doo. Cool. Oh. Sorry, we're doing a bunch of things. All right. As per usual. Yeah, so I just took a tiny video. It was cool. It was really rad to go somewhere swampy and warm. I was into it. And I've never been that close to Mexico before, so that was kind of rad.
I went on a road trip down to Joshua Tree and back just for a couple days, and I actually went to a couple cool places, and one of them was the ghost town of Rhyolite, and that's not actually that far from here if you want to just go there. There's so many cool places just on the road like that in Nevada, and
The car place.
unfortunately, I wanted to take a drone video, and I thought that'd be cool, and I could show it right now, except that all my files were corrupted.
No!
And I only got to really take one little tiny flight because it was really windy, and it was dumb to try to fly it, but I did because I was like, no, there's nobody around, and it'll be fine, and I crashed it. It took me like 20 minutes to find it, so it was pretty. It's a bummer I don't have a cool video, but anyway,
I feel
that's
like
what's new with me.
That's what's new. I crashed my drone.
That's not new. I crash my drones all the time.
I feel like we should start a generator drone group again and then go on drone trips.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
then
let's
like
do it.
artists make art and the droners drone at the same time.
The droners.
And then the droners like swoop and whoop.
Yes, whoop.
Nice.
Sure.
The artist, and then it's like in the video and everything is meta.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Let's do it.
Yes. Okay. So another thing I wanted to talk about, guys. Hold on, I gotta get out of this thing. Is we have 2 calls to art. We already kind of talked about them a little bit. last time, but I just want to remind everybody, and I'm going to just switch to the level where you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay, hold on. Yes. Now it's only me. Sorry, Alicia. Okay, it's fine. Right, so we have 2 calls to art. The first is our mural call for art. We are doing a mural for our new location at Bell Street. And if you go to our website right here, therenogenerator.com, and you just click on Bell Street Mural, it'll take you right to all the info about it. We're just looking for a muralist to come and paint on this giant wall here. You can include the Build Bikes Not Moms mural, or you can not include it. You know, it's kind of up to you. Like, this whole space is yours to use how you want. And the call is ending on April 1st, so you don't have a lot of time left. And it is $1,000 plus supplies. So that's pretty rad. And you just go here, takes you to a Google form, fill it out. It's pretty simple. So please apply. We want everyone to apply. The only real requirement is you have to have done 1 mural before, either public or private. It's just a super tight turnaround because you have to paint the mural by May 1st. And yeah, that's all. It's a little bit stressful, but it's cool. And then the next one is, just put this up here. It's the Punk Rock Flea Market's quarterly zine. It's time for the zine again. So we have a new zine. It's called Generate. And if you go up here to the corner on our website, it's rprfm.org. Left-hand side, click on this guy, Generate Zine. Takes you to all the info about it. So it's a zine that we do quarterly. The theme is Lucky Numbers in honor of Ray. And you also have a sticker and a patch. So this is the same thing we did for the flea market, where we did a selection of patches and a sticker sheet of 6 local stickers from different artists. So there's a bunch of different ways to get your art out there. Please go to the website, check it out, send in your stuff. And we're also going to have a couple zine meetups.
Send in your sticker designs.
Please. Sticker designs, patch designs, zine pages. We want all of your arts. And if you have any questions about that, hit us up on socials and info@rpfm.org. That's my spiel right now. All right, I think now we're just ready to go into the Micah.
Yeah, we had an interview with Micah, who recently started the website Digital Arts Now. And it's well, I'm not even going to explain it because he's going to explain it in the video. And he's also going to explain a cool event that they're hosting right now that you've got just a little bit of time to get in on. But I would like it if people could stop outbidding me on the things I'm personally bidding for. Just, I'd appreciate.
You're like threatening everybody right now? Okay, it's cool. You gotta bid on stuff. Okay, let's go to this Micah interview, and then after that, I'm gonna play you guys a thing about what is a zine, because I feel like a lot of people don't understand what a zine is, and zines are badass, and you need to know about them.
Gotta know your history.
All right, let's roll with Micah. Oh, this is what is a zine. Well, you know what? Whatever. We'll just do what is a zine first. Let's do it. It's already here. All right, guys, I'm going to cue up the Micah. The Micah.
Yeah,
Bam.
cue up this awesome interview with Micah.
Here we go.
Micah Turner. I am the founder and owner of Digital Arts Now. I'm also an artist and a professional nerd. I'm an information security analyst by trade, and Digital Arts Now is something that I do in my free time because I like to have that continuous income so that I can focus more on doing good for the artists and for the organizations that we support instead of focusing so much on the bottom line.
So tell us about Digital Arts Now.
So Digital Arts Now is something that I came up with about a year ago as far as like actually working on the website. I found myself wanting to create an art brand for myself and work that I was wanting to do, but feeling pulled in a lot of different directions at once. Sometimes you'd want to do original sales and there'd be one platform for that, or you'd want print on demand, stickers and mugs and t-shirts, and there'd be a different platform for that. And then, you'd want fan subscriptions and there'd be a different platform for that. And by the end, between social media and all these other platforms, you end up with like managing 6 or 8 websites, different logins, different customer bases, different messaging platforms. And I was just kind of like so overwhelmed to the point where I didn't even want to deal with it. And I thought there should be a place for all of this. And so I created Digital Arts Now kind of under that principal concept that it would be a single place where you could host your original works, your fan subscriptions, and your print on demand merchandise in the same place. And then when it was done, I was like, well, how do we get people involved? And that's where the idea of supporting nonprofits and providing 50% of the profits to those organizations came in. It's a really easy way for people to justify signing up to vend their art or to support us as a customer. It's like, well, if Punk Rock Flea Market trusts us, maybe we could probably trust them too.
Yeah. Oh no, the people who run Punk Rock Flea Market are kind of shady.
Hella shady.
They're definitely weirdos. I'm not going to defend that.
Can you give us an example of how it works? Like how do artists get paid? How do nonprofits get paid?
Sure. So from the artist perspective, they would sign up on the home screen. There's a little sign up in the top right-hand corner. And it has like a wizard that you go through. You get up, you set up your store with a banner and a profile picture, a lot like social media sites. And then you set up your shipping method, whether you want to do flat rate, local pickup, free shipping. That's all completely up to the artist. Once their store is set up, they can upload their products and they decide what shipping method is used, or if it's a variable product, what the variations and what the cost is for those variations. Or if it's a digital product, you have like a downloadable option. Like there's a lot of settings that you can configure as an artist to decide how and when you want to do business, including discounts and coupon codes. And then the nice part about supporting nonprofits from the artist perspective is that none of that money comes from the artist. The artist is going to get about 92.5 to 93%, depending on if they're a premium vendor or not, because there's 4 to 5% for the platform and 2.5% plus 30 cents for the payment processing. So the rest of that money all goes to the artist. 90% goes to the artist, and this little remainder 4 or 5% goes to the platform. And it's that part that gets cut in half and given to nonprofits. So you can post your art, know that you're going to be promoted, and that traffic will be driven to the site from that relationship with the nonprofits happening each month. Is that there's something to continuously drive traffic to the page. A lot of people, they go through all this trouble of making art, all the trouble of signing up for an Etsy or some other sales platform, and then they're kind of like, how come I'm not getting any sales? And the reason is because no one's seeing your work. There's no traffic flow being driven to that location. And so that's something that I'm trying to be mindful about. How do we manage continuous influx of traffic? And right now we're doing that through collaboration and through promotion.
How many artists are on the platform right now?
We've almost 20 right now. There are 18 active vendors. Actually, there might be a little bit more. We have a new partnership in the works that I'm not going to announce quite yet, but they have about 26 artists under their brand, and I'm really looking forward to working with them. They're having an event potentially in June to open their gallery to the public. For people that already know the Reno area, they probably have a pretty good idea of what I'm talking about. But for the sake of the potential of broadcasting, reaching more people, just know that they're a great organization, and we look forward to announcing our work with them.
Are all the artists local to Reno?
Yes. Yeah, it's really important for me to keep a hyper focus in the northern Nevada, in Reno and Sparks. Not just because this is a proof of concept, I want to make sure that it works and it works well before it gets big, but also because there's so much talent and there's so many worthy organizations just in our little area. It really makes sense to start here. I mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
there's just so much talent everywhere you look.
So the main reason we have you on here tonight is because there's a special program you're starting right now to benefit our center. So do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. The Our Center charity auction came from a place of how do we support this organization when they don't have an art base and they don't have any virtual events planned. And it came to a place where the art auction made a lot of sense because it provides the artists another platform for presenting their work. And it's also another way to raise money for Our Center. So 100% of money from the Our Center charity auction goes to Our Center at the end of the month. That auction runs until the end of the month. So the 31st, next Wednesday, is the end of the auction. It's your last chance to get everything that's on there. And we have some really beautiful products. All of the items started at 1/3 of their original evaluation.
So cool stuff and good deals. So
How do you find it though?
So it's on the primary menu. If you go to digitalartsnow.com, it'll be at the very end of the primary menu. It'll say Art Charity Auction.
I guess, well, I want to know more about Our Center. Why are you doing this auction for Our Center? And also, who is Our Center?
I wanted to center on nonprofits that are local and are completely centered either on arts or justice. So Our Center was one of the first ones that come up. They provide advocacy, education, and safe space for LGBTQ people in Northern Nevada. They're an excellent organization. And their website is under construction. So the best way to find them is through their Facebook page.
And they have a brick and mortar location on Wells.
Yeah, I don't know what their COVID restriction procedures look like, but I'm sure that there's some amount of in-person interaction that can happen there.
do you know, so just side about their website, you said it's under construction. Do they have someone making them a website, or is that a service they could use help with? If there's any web designers who want to like make a website for a good cause that are watching this right now.
I think if there are any designers that want to help a worthwhile cause, they would be a great candidate. I don't know if they're working with anyone, but that construction site has been up for a little while. So if you have that in your heart to help them, then I would definitely recommend.
Hey, so I saw that you are hosting the new limited edition Nino Santo cassettes.
Yeah, that self-titled album. Yeah, that's right. Alicia got one. And she's lucky because there's really not that many left. So if you haven't gotten your self-titled album yet, it is definitely time to act. There is one in the auction, and I have a feeling it might be the last one left. So if it's not, go ahead and pick it up for the regular price because that last one is going to be a little bit more.
Nice.
Cool. I love that. I love the whole cassette vibe. It's so dope.
Yeah,
They've got the download code and everything. So like if you don't own a cassette player, if you're one of those weird new agey types that just like I'm too good for cassettes, they still have the digital download option, and there's limited edition artwork that is not going to be available anywhere else.
It's really cute. Like the cassette tape is like a transparent red.
Yeah, it looks really good. When I got the one for the auction, I was like, maybe I would just pay them for this and keep it myself.
If you were an artist is looking to start selling on Digital Arts Now, what would we need to know?
So I have a YouTube video and everything. It's kind of like a 30-minute introduction to getting set up. But if you go to the website, the homepage, the sign up is in the top right-hand corner. And when you click that button, and you sign up, you put in your information. It'll send me an email and I'll reach out to you with that video. So you don't have to go looking or anything. I will reach out to you and let you know kind of like how to get started. And I'm open for questions. If you have any trouble, I'm here to help.
And I can vouch for that because I had an issue with my order and I emailed you and you got back to me so fast. I was amazed.
I really do try my best. This is like just getting started. It's important that things go well.
And then my package shipped like the same day. It was great. Service level was
A+.
A+.
5 stars.
Hyper local, man. So what about future nonprofits? Do you have other nonprofits that you're going to be supporting soon, or are you looking for more people or both?
Yes, so we have pretty much the next 3 months lined up, but I am actively looking for nonprofits that want support. We're getting creative about how we support nonprofits. We had the charity auction, but I'm not going to do that each month. We are going to commission artists to make merchandise for these organizations and host them in their own store where they can control everything. And so we're still very much in the process of learning what the best way is to support these organizations, how to raise money for them, and kind of like the different mechanisms that go into that support.
Can we know who the next nonprofits are, or you want to wait and announce them?
Our Farmily. So our Farmily, Rebecca Stenson has been like doing great work. They have an education piece, a sustainability piece about farming education, about nature conservancy, and it's like a great next step for our org. You know, we have artists, justice, sustainability, like it's a natural partnership between us. Some of it's not set in stone yet, but we're potentially going to do a limited run of merchandise on some reclaimed fabric using local assets to produce that. They were not interested in the print on demand. They're like, let's reduce the demand for new products. I was like, I totally get that. We can, we can make other arrangements and it'll be limited, but at least then we know that there won't be a long-term sustainability.
So what is the future for digital arts now? What do you think it's going to look like in the next 1 year, 5 years, 10 years?
I don't know. At the 1 year mark, I definitely want to keep it, hyper local, focused on Reno and Northern Nevada. If the model works well, then I definitely want to empower other people in other states and other areas to support art, find artists, and support local nonprofits. So after the year mark, I'll start experimenting with what it looks like to expand. But as far as 5 years and 10 years, there's really no telling what it'll look like. Right now, it's been a very powerful thing for our artists and for our local charities, and I very much look forward to watching it grow.
Us too. Yeah, we want to see it grow, so we're excited to watch.
I want to be able to keep it segmented to the point where people are encouraged to make those connections in real life, because I feel like a lot of people have trouble finding their art family, right? Finding the people that are going to collaborate, show in their space, and find a meaningful way to do art and to make art profitable. A lot of artists have trouble with the logistics part, and part of that comes from not having enough support. You need to have a community to find that.
Plus, it'll be so cool to be like, I want to see the digital artists in NOLA. Like, I want to see what the digital art looks like in Denver, and you can just go to each one of those and you get to see all of the different art for sale, all of the different nonprofits that are being supported. That'll be so cool.
Yeah, I love that.
You get like a little sneak peek, a little like insider look to different cities.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a great aspect once we expand out, is having that geographic focus. If you just want to put in the zip code for some little spot, if they have a hub, then they would have those artists, and that's a great opportunity.
Oh no.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, now the lighting has changed.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it just
We need to get our ring light back out.
I don't
The sun
know.
has set.
Oh, it just had a sorry. The video just had a
it was
glitch.
buffering. We didn't think. I wondered what happened.
It's fine. I'm gonna fix it, guys. But I just want you to know that we're here with you.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's gonna be fine now. Let's see. Come on, internet.
Yeah, you're ready.
Yes. Okay. See you in a minute. Finish this video. It's great.
Yeah.
Your mom said he's in the kitchen, something is going to go horribly wrong, and you're like,
Really
we can
not.
finish this in the next 30 seconds. It was not quick enough.
It was. I was wrong. I made the wrong call. With that.
I gotta put the volume on.
There's a part in here that I thought I edited out, guys. I'm sorry.
Where
I always do this on a really short turnaround by myself.
Oh, this is a really good opportunity. Hold on. So hey, real talk right now. All of Signal Boost is just run by me and Alicia. Like, we film all of the stuff and we edit everything, and I self-taught myself how to do Streamlabs, and she taught herself how to do the video editing. And so we're just doing all of it kind of by the seat of our pants, you know, because we just want to create this content for you. But I was thinking more and more lately, like we're moving into an office, we're going to have Bell Street, and it's a good time to bring in some new people and some volunteers. So if you have any experience with video editing or streaming or audio stuff or any of the things that we're doing, even like graphic design, that would be huge. We really need some more help and we want to make this better. And yeah.
If you know how to edit a video and you want to edit like one interview a month or something,
be huge.
It'd be a huge help because I spend a lot of time editing these interviews, and I obviously sometimes I make mistakes.
Well, whatever.
It's I do it in a really short turnaround, and
yeah, it's like our pet project. So I don't know.
I don't watch them until I watch them when I'm editing them, and then I go back over it. Yeah, but I messed up this part. I'm sorry, cool, Micah.
It's cool. But yeah, hit us up on socials if you want to be part of the crew, or
help.
Email us at info@rprfm.org. And yeah, even if you don't know what you can contribute, but you just want to contribute something, please reach out, because seriously, it's better when we all work together anyway. So, all right, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back to
so.
it. Okay.
I think now that I messed up, I left that part in. I'm afraid of what I messed up.
There might be a lot of
No, it's almost over though.
Me and my son like running around.
Yeah, we have all this kids stuff all the time, and the kids are in and out, and I have to edit those parts out. And I didn't. Apparently, I didn't edit this part out.
Yeah,
so
working mom life. When we filmed this interview with Micah, there was 4 kids running around my house. So do what you got to do.
A little crazy.
All right, let's roll. Sorry.
Kid's got green, and we don't know what it is, so we need to figure out if it's gonna make him sick. But
I've been watching.
Support our center.
Point for someone that you're
us working together to make Reno even more awesome.
Maybe we'll get some new artists and nonprofits on Digital Arts Now from this. So if you're a artist, maybe even like you're just getting into selling your stuff, this sounds like it could be a really good entry point for someone that you're just starting to get to that point.
And don't forget to go to the auction and buy some stuff. Support our center.
In a few more days.
Yep. Support local artists.
Our center is great. You definitely want to support them.
And grab those deals.
All right.
Well, thanks.
Have a great day, Micah. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
So, all right. So that's the end of my. Thanks, Micah. Make sure you guys go to digitalartsnow.com and check out all the Our Center stuff that's available. Because when does it end? Tomorrow?
No, the end of the month.
Oh, JK, April 1st. Cool. So you got a little bit of time.
Yeah.
So up next, Erin, our director of impact, went to Leica 2 weeks ago, Leica Press, and did a little boost video. So we're gonna play that. And then after that, we have another artist interview. Also, my son throwing dog food bowls.
Hey everybody, it's Erin Brothers, the Director of Impact from The Generator. Today I am boosting a local organization called Leica Press. I do a lot of block printing and paper making, and so this is a place you can come and use their press, use their screen printing equipment, and I'm going to show you the space. That's Nathaniel. He always helps me whenever I come in to set me up. Today he showed me how to use the press, where the paper is, they have ink, and all the tools you need if you ever want to play around and explore. So that's me at Leica Press, and I'll see you guys. Enjoy the signal boost. I'll see you next week.
Raphaella, Godoy.
Cheesy, crazy. You
Oh my
can't even
gosh.
hear me.
Just talking to the air.
Yeah. So this interview is with Raphaella, and the coolest thing to me about this interview is that we just connected on Instagram. Like I just saw some of the art she was making, and I was like, wow, this is like a artist in Reno that I haven't seen yet. Like I want to see what's up with her, and I just like messaged her, and then we had her on the show. So that's really cool. And I just feel like I want you to know that you can be on the show too. Hit us up. We'd love to interview you. All the art that you're doing is awesome and valid, and the work that you're doing is cool. And if you're a nonprofit, whoever you are, whatever you're doing, we want to boost it. So hit us up. All right, let's roll into this interview. Do you want to say anything?
No.
All right.
You hit all the notes.
I'm Raphaella Godoy. I was born in Mexico, but I've been in Reno for 18 years. So I consider myself, I'm from Reno too. And then right now I'm making a lot of different art. I've been experimenting with a lot of different mediums and stuff, and I'm super into block printing at the moment, which I didn't know you could do on fabric. So that's been really fun to do.
Nice.
And digital art, which it's been fun making, like drawing stuff on Procreate, like making digital collages as well, because I've played around with real collages and stuff, but it's been fun messing around like that. And then I also make jewelry, and yeah, I don't know, I like to experiment and try different things out. I don't like to like limit myself to one stuff or medium. So
Yeah, so you're a true multimedia artist.
yeah.
Nice.
It's hard for me to like stick with something, and like I like to experiment and watch tutorials and like, oh, that looks cool, like I want to try that too.
We can very much relate to
Yeah.
that.
Definitely.
We do lots of different stuff.
Oh yeah.
I see one of your prints behind your head there, the tiger. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this one, and then there's like that naked girl. I also have her on my shirt.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
That's a block print as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
cool.
cool. I don't know where I think I saw like a TikTok of it one time. I'm like, I need to do this. Like, it looks so satisfying, and it is.
Nice.
Yeah.
How long does it take to make a block print?
It depends. That little tiger one definitely didn't take as long as this like lady, and it's like way bigger, and there's different kinds of linoleum and stuff that you can use. So I'm finding out which ones I like still. Definitely a process, because I have to draw it on my iPad, I trace it, and then I transfer it onto the linoleum, and like carving it out is very satisfying, but definitely it's a process.
It can be tedious. Yeah. I've done a little bit of it.
Yeah, I've been wanting to try it. I love the style of it. Like I don't know, maybe because it's such like an old art form or something, but there's just a richness to it, when you look at it, and like the lines tend to be like kind of wider. Yeah, it just has more of a presence, I feel like.
I agree. Yeah, that's why when I saw it, I have to try that. But you should try it too. It's very satisfying to carve it and then to stamp it. Just I don't know. You should try it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to. I love all the clothing that you have too on your website, like all of your block print clothing. It looks so dope. I kind of want all of it. The scorpion tank top, I want it.
That's definitely like the best seller. The scorpion tank top's the hit. Yeah.
Speaking of scorpions, I was reading on your site that you're really heavily influenced by the desert.
I've been a Burning Man once. I hope to go again, but it's kind of with COVID and everything that's been going on, been rough. But just like all the art out there was really cool to see. And then I went out there with my mom when it wasn't Burning Man. So it's just really cool how vast and like empty. I don't know. It's so crazy how it goes from that to a crazy city, with lights and art and everything. And then in Mexico too, I've been to the desert there. So it's just like, there's a lot of art already that's inspired by the desert. So I kind of like, oh, I like this. I like the vibe. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
It's really inspiring. I agree.
And I love drawing bugs. So I'm like, I'm going to do a scorpion,
Why are you so into bugs? Like, is there a story behind it, or it just happens?
I think it just kind of happened. I've always been very into like bugs and bones and teeth, and you know, I got my little tooth earrings here.
Nice.
I don't know, I always kind of really liked that stuff. When I was little, I wanted to be a mad scientist. So I always had my little Venus flytrap plants, and like, I don't know, I just love all that kind of stuff. I'm not sure why. They're cool.
Yeah.
Why doesn't everyone love
Right?
bugs?
Yeah, exactly.
So all your bone jewelry and stuff, also I'm very about it. Are you like just finding the pieces out in the desert? Like how are you getting where do you get your bones at?
Where are you getting those bones?
Yeah, I did find some of them. I was out at somewhere past Fernley or something. I'll have to check it out, but there's like a bunch of caves over there. So we went hiking up there, and we found this like really big cave, and it didn't smell that great. And there was just a bunch of, I think, bird bones everywhere.
Wow.
So yeah, and my cousin's also really into that, like bones and teeth and stuff. So we just started, you know, picking them up. And I do have some cow tooth earrings that I ordered from a website called Skulls Unlimited. They have like specimens, they have bones and teeth and all that kind of stuff. They're a really cool website, and they ethically source their things, you know. And also I've gotten these ones that are little shark teeth. I actually got them at Natural Selection.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah, so I find some, I buy some, but yeah.
Natural Selection is a good spot for any Reno people loving bones watching this.
Yeah, and plants and bones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I also have all my friends now, when they get their wisdom teeth out, they're like, do you want them? I'm like, yes, please, like give me your teeth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Little earrings, and people are those real? I'm like,
real human teeth.
Yeah.
Nice. I guess one of the pieces that stood out to us was the piece you did of the wild orchid.
Yeah.
Such a Reno.
I had. Yeah, all the Reno people love that one. It's such a staple, you know, in Reno. And I know they wanted to get rid of it, and I don't know, but I like that they're there. It's such a classic Reno place. So I was like, I gotta draw it up, you know. And I'm working on drawing some more local things in Reno, like the space whale that we have from Burning Man. And I like that. I don't remember the name of the motel, but it has a sign that's like, don't be crazy with an S. That one, I like that a lot.
Is it over and down? Is it like
it's near the
museum?
Discovery Museum, yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Don't be crazy.
I worked at the Discovery Museum for a little while, and I used to walk by it when I was going to Truckee Bagel.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I love that too.
Speaking of all the Reno spots,
I also really loved your Women's Day collage that you did.
Oh yeah, thanks.
I thought that was super fierce too. And just I feel like a lot of your collage work and your work in general has this like pretty strong like feminist but definitely that wild orchid one of like her being on top of it, you know, is like kind of like a power play of it. Why are you like channeling this feminist energy into your art?
I think I started reading feminist literature. I want to like get it out to people, because I had to subscribe to a website, and I think everyone should have access to it. So I actually have links on my website if you want access. It's called Sisterhood is Powerful, which is the whole book, and it's just a bunch of essays and women writing. And then there's an essay that I really liked, because I watched the movie 20th Century Women. I don't know if you've seen this. Mm-hmm. It was that, you should watch it. It's really good. It's very, I don't know, I love the direction of it. It's very artsy. And that's when I first heard about that essay. It's called The Politics of Orgasm. So I read that, and I found out it's in the book Sisterhood is Powerful, and I downloaded it.
So it's called 20th Century Women or Woman?
Yes, 20th Century Women. Yeah.
And it's a movie?
It's a movie. It's on Netflix. And the guy, I think it's kind of like a tribute to how his mother decided to raise him, because it was very unorthodox. So it's just the movie. Yeah, it's a great movie. And that's why I first heard about the book. But I recommend it. It's a really interesting read.
Sweet.
Thanks.
Yeah, I would love that.
Yeah.
Did you? Sorry.
Yeah.
We're like, we always edit these a lot. So anything where you like, if you start to say something and you like don't like how you're saying it, you can just stop and start over.
I have one over there too.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, I love this like that.
Myself out, like, oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so like every day at the right time, the light comes through the window and hits it, and then makes the whole like room just glow, and it's my favorite. It's so good.
That's what happens here, and then my cats are, what is that?
Yeah, losing it.
Yeah.
So right now you would say the media that you're focusing on the most is block printing?
I would say, yeah, block printing and kind of like the digital art, because I can make stickers or art prints like that. And I also recently added some of my photography onto my website for sale. So I do have little prints. Yeah, because I traveled for a bit and I feel like I got some cool photos. So I want, I have them up in my room. So I want other people, like if they want those.
Where'd you travel to?
So I was gone for a couple of years, and I was in South Africa, Portugal, Morocco, Italy, France, and Mexico to go see my dad. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Why did you come back?
COVID. No, actually, I ended up coming back a couple months before the whole, like the COVID hit and everything was shutting down, which was nice. Kind of ran out of money, traveling for a bit. And yeah, so it's been cool, like getting into the art scene. And since I've been in Reno so long, I've just seen the whole art and like creative community, the way it's growing. So I'm trying to connect with, it's really cool. I'm so glad you guys reached out and I'm doing this today. And I've just been reaching out to local shops that I know, and I have some stuff at, I have jewelry at Two Soul, and I have some stickers right now at Bad Apple. And I want to like reach out and like, I don't know, connect more with everyone, because after being gone 2 years, I kind of disconnected a bit. So it's been cool to kind of just dive in and meet everyone. And
can you tell us a little bit about how your Mexican heritage is also informing your art?
So my family's kind of full of artists. Like both my grandmas paint, my dad paints, and my grandma, great grandma in Mexico was actually the first woman muralist. Yeah, and she was friends with Frida, and I was like, yes, yeah. This is one of her things actually. But she's Aurora Reyes, if you look her up. But I think that's also super badass. Like she was the first woman muralist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just so that's why I love drawing the like milagritas, the corazones of, I don't know, I have like a little sticker and just stuff like that. I don't know, I like looking at her art, and my my family's all very artistic, so that definitely influences me a lot.
In your blood.
It's in my blood.
What's your art background? How did you get into art? Was it just being inspired by your family? Did you go to school for art? Was it a combo of things? How did you get started?
I think, kind of growing up around that and like seeing their art in the house. And my grandma taught me how to do watercolor and charcoal. So that was, I really enjoyed doing that with her. And then I kind of experimented with acrylic, just drawing pencil, paper, pen. And then recently I got into the digital art because I think I saw some tutorials about it. And my mom had her super old iPad. And she couldn't remember the login, so I spent 3 hours hacking into it, got the login. It was a process, and I've upgraded since then, but it's really fun playing with the digital art, and I've done a couple like little animations, which so that's been fun. But just I think kind of growing up around that and going to like art, like going and seeing my grandma's art. My dad would take us in Mexico and tell us about that. So it just, I feel like I had to do it. It's not, I really wanted to, but it's just like, I had so much influence too, that I'm like, all right, like I love this.
Heck yeah. It's so badass that you come from that lineage. So cool.
Yeah.
So the last thing I always like to ask people is, what advice would you give to a young artist who, is trying to make their way and get to that next level?
It's going to be intimidating, and I think it's pretty like vulnerable to start putting your art out and like reaching out to people and stuff, but just do it. Like the worst thing is they say no, or you don't get as many likes or shares, or someone doesn't buy your art at first. But it's like people will start, if you're passionate about it, like people are going to support you, and it's going to happen. Like just keep, even though it's scary, like just put yourself out there, and you're going to make mistakes. Like I'm still learning a lot, like with the shipping, and I have to put descriptions and taking photos. Like you're going to fuck up, but I don't be afraid to like ask for help and advice, because like people are more than happy to do that, especially all the like local people here. It's just how did you do this, like can you help me out with this, and people are happy to do it, even though it looks like people have their like stuff together, you know, but I think we're all still figuring it out.
Bottom line, just do it. Don't
Just
be
do it.
afraid.
Just do it. It's scary, but it's worth it. Like, just do it.
Ask for help when needed.
Yes. Yeah, definitely people are more than happy to offer advice and tips. So yeah.
Awesome. What's the best way for people to see your art and get in touch with you?
Probably through Instagram or my website. And if you want, I do pictures at Bad Apple I mentioned earlier, and then I have jewelry at Two Soul. But I'm definitely trying to branch out more and get it into some other shops and stuff. But yeah, probably just through Instagram, the website.
Cool. And it's RAPH is made.
It's
made it. What is it?
Raphis, yeah, RAPHIS made it. It's fun because people like wear my whatever, they have my clothes and stuff, and it's just fun. It's like, oh yeah, Raphis made it, and that's the name. So it's.
Do you go by Raphis?
Everyone calls me different things. So I have some people that Raphis, Raffy.
That's fierce.
It is, it's cool. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me and reaching out and everything.
Welcome back to Reno. We're glad you're here.
Thank you.
Good luck with your making connections and reaching out, and who knows, see you on Signal Boost, and maybe that'll make some connections too.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Thank
you. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
All right. Hey, we're back. So you know what time it is, folks. It's everyone's favorite time. Also,
yeehaw!
Yeehaw! Also, look how cute Shark Pillow is.
Shark Pillow.
I just want you guys to take a minute. Shark
Best
Pillow.
supporting pillow of Signal Boost episode 6.
For real. Okay, let's go. It's the roundup. First thing.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I just wanted to show you Digital Arts Now. Look, Digital Arts Now, right here at the top. It's the Our Center charity auction.
Yeah.
So that's pretty
And
dope.
there's lots of other cool stuff for sale too, as you can see.
So many cool things. I'm just gonna put us in here so you can see our cute faces. Yes,
yeah,
thank you,
Micah.
Yeehaw.
Thank you.
I live for the
And
yeehaw.
I'm sorry, Raphaella, that I left in that part where I told you that I would edit out the mistakes, and then I did not edit out that. I guess I'm really just trying to manifest someone to help me with all the video editing by doing a bad job.
It's okay. We still love you. It's hard to do everything.
All right, really busy week, you guys.
Look, y'all. Let's round this up. Actually, I'm gonna move us over a little bit.
Yeah,
sorry.
Put us over out of the way.
Yeah, we down here now. We down here.
All right, what do we got?
Oh, Reno Food Systems. Tomorrow, Sunday, from 10 to 2, they are selling seedlings. Look at that. So fresh. Beautiful.
Yeah.
What does that look like? Broccoli, I think. What does it look like to you?
Yeah. Could be broccoli.
If you don't know about Reno Food Systems, you should go and follow them right now. Reno Food Systems at Instagram. They provide food and education and plants, and they're great if you want to get into gardening, and even if you want to volunteer at someplace cool and
Just
get your hands dirty.
interested in food security, small scale farming,
really urban farming. Yeah.
Urban farming. Yeah.
So rad.
Desert farming, another category that
we're very into.
Yes.
So, yep, they're having their first seedling sale of the season tomorrow from 10 to 2 at Park Farm, 3295 Mayberry Drive.
Oh, I think those babies were kale.
Yes, so good. Yummy.
Nice. Okay.
Maybe we'll see you there tomorrow. Girls Rock Reno. I'm very passionate about this group as a girl who likes to rock, you know. They're so rad. They do a Girls Rock summer camp at the Holland Project every year, and usually they do like a open mic night where middle schoolers perform. But because of COVID, they can't do that. So they do this open mic night, and they raise a bunch of money, and it pays for the summer camp. So instead, they're getting creative, and one of the things that they're doing is this band t-shirt fundraiser. So you bring your cool old band t-shirts to the Holland Project. and then they're gonna
Like resell them somehow.
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I want to buy the cool old band shirts.
I'm like a hoarder, and I'm like, I want to support you guys, but I don't want to give away any of my 1970s Iron Maiden shirts. I'm sorry. But maybe some of you have old band t-shirts that are cool. Maybe I'll give up one of my limited
For a
edition
good cause.
Tegan and Sarah shirts. I don't know. Yeah, for a good cause.
Considered a, well, I guess it's a band tee.
Yeah, it's a
It's
band
not
tee.
a rock tee.
It's, hey, you know,
I mean,
Tegan and
kind
Sarah.
of.
What do you talk about girls
I
who
love
rock?
Tegan and Sarah. I'm
Yeah.
not.
I mean, old school. They were a lot better.
I'm
back in the
contractually
day.
obligated to like Tegan and
Yeah.
Sarah.
It's a bisexual lady thing. Okay, so yeah, Girls Who Rock, follow them. Also, they are looking for volunteers. Go help them out. They're a great organization. Make sure to follow them. Girls Rock Reno. I can't follow any more people as the generator because we follow too many.
Nice. I
Bummer.
didn't know that there was a cap on
Yeah,
that.
it sucks. Thanks a lot, Instagram.
Oh. All right.
Next is, next is Pitch Black Printing Company. If you don't know about them, they're really rad. They make all this art, and they also have a gallery. And right now they're doing a whole thing about highlighting women-owned businesses in town, like
Oh, that's
Nam
cool.
Eats and Sierra Water, all of these strange bikinis. If you don't know about these orgs, you should, and you should follow them to find out more. They are also collecting clear and white plastic bags for their next gallery show. If you have plastic bags, we know you do.
You know you've got a bunch crammed in a drawer, like in the side of your closet.
Yeah.
Just
They're
bring 'em
under the
in.
sink, wherever you're putting them. You know you're not going to recycle them. So bring them on
Just
over.
bring 'em in.
Bring them to this art exhibit. You should do it. And also, for right now, their exhibit is Nasty Women.
Nasty women.
And a bunch of my homies put art in there, and it's really
Yeah.
cool. And we're going to go and see it. It's, even though it opened last weekend, it's still running for the whole month, and you can stop by at any time that they're open and see the gallery show. So we're definitely going to go, and we're
Yeah.
going to see it, and we're going to film it, but you should go too. Black Pitch Printing.
Pitch
Cup.
black.
Pitch Black. I keep inverting everything today.
It's a glitch.
It's a mood. Sometimes I say shoe horse instead of horseshoe.
Why are you even talking about horseshoes at all anyway?
Well, just like,
You don't have a horse?
what do you mean? I live in Nevada.
Oh, I
Yeehaw!
guess- I guess
It's the
thumbs
Instagram
up.
roundup. It's
You
all
say
coming
so.
together. It's coming together.
You say so.
Hey, I found this really randomly, guys, but I thought it was kind of cool. So it's actually the Humanities Center at Great Basin College, and it's this like
the Western Folklife Center. it
yeah.
says.
So it's this like Zoom
It's cool.
that's happening on April 13th, and it's just people talking about growing up in rural Nevada and how it influenced them and how they actually like loved it and it was a good thing. You know, it's like celebrating kind of like rural culture out here in Nevada, and I just thought that was kind of rad. I love the idea that you can just drop into the Zoom and get a different perspective, right? And meet some people from Elko and Winnemucca.
Or
yeah.
maybe you're from those places and then you can like, you know,
Yeah.
tap into some people talking about what's cool about where you're from.
Yeah. I just thought it was kind of rad. If I can remember, I'm gonna drop in. You
I
should
wonder
too.
if anybody's doing panels on growing up in rural Pennsylvania.
Call her. She's here. If you want to talk about suburban strip malls in New Jersey, I'm
And it's you.
available. I'm
Yeah, that's true.
available. We can talk about Antipost. Another call for art. There's a lot of art opportunities right now, guys. Seize the day. Show your art, please. Park Place, which is, as I understand it, or like high-end housing for students at UNR. It's like a cool apartment place, you know? What do they call it? A dorm.
Dorms, yeah. Well, student housing, because it's not
different.
a dorm.
Yeah.
'cause It's like
You have to
private
like
student
pay.
housing.
You have to pay. But whatever, seems really cool, and they want a sculpture for their student housing facility, and they were just like, send us an email, let us know. So if you're a sculptor, you should reach out and give those students some art. Maybe you are a student. How cool would that be?
There you go.
And then you can go there and hang out with people and be like, I made that sculpture. So hit up
That's right.
these people right here. Park Place at Reno.
Park Place at Reno.
If you follow them, it's just a lot of cool students doing
students
cool
doing
stuff. But what you want is this right here.
The call for art.
Call for art.
Cool.
Last but not least, also a thing that seems kind of random, but I was like, maybe somebody needs this. Studio 14 Reno is like a cool photography studio in town, and they were just promoting this camera cleaning. And apparently this dude is thebomb.com at cleaning cameras. So, maybe
You've got a dirty camera.
Yeah,
Did you take it to Burning Man?
Or
There hasn't even been a Burning Man in like almost 2 years now.
Yeah. And
Your
you never
camera needs
cleaned
a
it.
cleaning.
Maybe you've never gone to Burning Man. That's chill. Maybe you just like
Maybe you just live here in the dusty
yeah,
desert.
it's dusty as hell out here. And maybe like it's been quarantine and you just haven't used your camera in a while and you're like, man, it's getting
It's
nice
like
out.
our welding helmets. We need a welding helmet.
Yeah, exactly.
Refurbishment.
Exactly. If you got your vaccine and you're like, I'm gonna
Bringing
go
it
take
full
pictures.
circle here at the end of the boost. Back to the dead welding helmets.
Yes. She right
What's
here.
new with you?
Look, also, stay nasty. Remember the nasty women. I am
There you
one.
go. You should wear that to the show.
I should just wear it. Hello, I'm here. I heard that you were
We're
looking.
here for the show.
I actually got this sticker in Nashville, Tennessee, back in the day, and a
Back in
woman
the
did
before
make
times.
it. Yeah.
Alright.
All right, guys, that's it for the boost, man. Thanks so much for
Thanks
being
for
here.
being here.
You guys are amazing. Please tune in next week when we will be interviewing Anna Marte, someone from Anna Marte.
Yeah, we're going to be talking to someone from Animarte, and we're going to talk to Hannah Eddy.
Hannah Eddy is actually going to be in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
She had
2
to
weeks.
make more murals.
Tell you what, these artists got art.
Yeah, heck yeah, they do. We have an open interview spot for next week. If you
wanna squeeze it in.
hit us up soon, that'd be cool. All right, thanks.
I'll try not to
Just
leave
don't
in a
biff
part I
it.
was supposed to edit out.
We try our best. Look, I think the credits is not going to work either, so whatever, man. Let's roll.